Hi, welcome to Des Moines Community College's World Religions online class. I'm your professor, Anna Choi, and this is Spring 2022 semester. Okay, this class starts on February 1st, and I'm going to show you in this introductory video exactly how to navigate this class. All right, so if you can see right here, here is the class. If you go into Blackboard and you've registered for the class, you should be able to see this class up there. And then when you click on it, I'm going to click on it as if I'm you. Okay. When you click on it, you will see announcements first. The first announcement I actually put under here is the syllabus, because you really need to read the syllabus as soon as you can, thoroughly, with all the information in there. Don't just click onto course content. You really need to go onto the syllabus first. Okay, so when you click on announcements, here's the new one. Then periodically I may post other announcements, but really I probably will be emailing all of you directly with pertinent information. And then here, this is the syllabus. Okay. So it's online, it's Survey of World Religions. My name is Anna Choi. This is my email, though I prefer that you contact me through Blackboard, okay? I have no phone number because everything is online, but if you ever needed to speak to me, I can certainly make an appointment through Zoom. If you can suggest 2 or 3 times in the next, if you have a question for me in the next, week or so, I have a very flexible schedule. I know many of you work, many of you have children, so my schedule is more flexible than you. So I would just suggest a couple of times, and then we can figure it out accordingly. Here's an introduction, though. Actually, if you look to the side, you'll see a little tab that says Your Instructor on the left-hand column. That is also a little description of who I am. Yikes, what a giant picture. And then here's my background. Okay, so if you really want to know who I am, that's where you can go. Okay, so here's the Blackboard thing here. Let's see. Here's some information about the pandemic. It's spring semester. It goes from February 1st to May 5th. So it's a pretty fast-moving class, okay? Here are the textbooks that you need: The World's Religions and The World's Wisdom by Novak and Smith. And then there's some additional selections like videos and maybe some background information on some things that aren't found in these books. Okay, these are also available as ebooks. So if you order them and you realize, oh, Amazon's not going to send it to me for a couple of weeks, cancel that order and just get the ebook. Okay, technology needs: you need an access to a working computer and internet to access Blackboard and the class. So if you have a computer that's faulty, you really need to get to a computer because this is completely online. Grading criteria. The grades on Blackboard are not an indication of your grades. The grades are actually based on 3 things: the discussion posts, 6 tests, which are each worth 10% each, not 70. That's weird. That's a typo. And then assignments. Okay, so this allows me a little bit of flexibility in terms of gauging your grade. Sometimes with Blackboard, it's kind of hard and fast, like that is your grade and there's nothing you can do about it. With me, I have a little bit of flexibility. If you have a family situation, you do better in discussion posts than you do on a test. Something happened, you couldn't study for something, I can then, glean what your appropriate grade might be, and I usually err on the generous. So just make sure that you don't think that the Blackboard grade is your final grade. Okay, so everything should be under the Course Content tab on Blackboard. Everything should be under the folders under course content. And remember, Blackboard is just a storage area for grades. So I would read this very carefully. It has everything outlined, like when things are due and stuff like that. And then after you read the syllabus, go over to the left-hand column and click on Course Content. Okay. Under Introduction to the Course, you will see the syllabus. And then here's a short video from Mark Mattis, who's from Granby University. That's part of the university network that's affiliated with DMACC. And basically, you can actually major in religious studies. So it's a little short video describing about, yes, you've taken world religions, but you can actually take it beyond that. You can take many other religions and, hey, maybe even become a minister or teach religious studies in a Catholic school or something. So make sure that you watch that. There is a discussion post here where I want you to introduce yourself. I introduce myself in my Your Instructor profile, so I just want to make sure that you also introduce yourself. I will take a look at that. I will look at your background. I will have a clear understanding of who you are. So after you do that, and there's the syllabus again. After you do that, then you will go to, is it taking so long? What is religion? So here is the kind of the course outline of everything that you need. We're going to go over what is religion first in the first week. Then we'll have 2 weeks for Hinduism, 2 weeks for Buddhism, 1 week each for Confucianism and Sikhism, Judaism 2 weeks, Christianity 2 weeks, and then Islam 2 weeks. All right, so for the major Eastern religions, I'm giving it 2 weeks. And for the major Western religions, I'm also giving 2 weeks each. And then we're going to kind of like squeeze these in for a week each. So let's take a look. What is religion? There we go. So every single week or every single folder will have a PowerPoint that describes everything that you need to know. So in addition to reading the textbooks, so every time, let's say we're covering Hinduism, you got to read the Houston Smith World's Religions chapter on Hinduism, but there's also a PowerPoint that, basically explains everything. So if for each of the religions, you're going to have to read the Houston Smith book, you're going to have to read the Novak book as assigned in the syllabus and outlaid, and then you're going to have this very, comfortable PowerPoint that I made for you, so you can go over exactly what this is. Actually, for the what is religion part, I didn't assign you the Houston Smith chapter because I don't think it's very handy. So really all you have to read is this PowerPoint. And for each PowerPoint, I'm going to also have a professor video that will explain the PowerPoint. So, it's pretty difficult to do poorly in this class because I'm going to explain everything. So in this case, here's a little description. You can watch a video of me explaining all of these things, and under each tab, basically have a variety of videos to explain everything. So in this case, we have the PowerPoint. We have usually I'll have an assignment and a discussion for each religion. So we have an assignment here. And then I have a little what is religion quiz because this is only 1 week and I kind of want to make it a little bit light for you in this first week because you're still registering and figuring out your classes. So this little quiz is just made up of 10 terms and some multiple choices, and I'm only going to count it as an assignment so it doesn't go towards your final grade. All right, so first week, pretty easy. Now get to the second and third week. This is when I know you're in for the long haul. Here's the PowerPoint that will cover Hinduism. And then these are the 2 PowerPoint videos that I made that explains the PowerPoint. So I would have that in front of you. I would first read the Houston Smith chapter on Hinduism. I would do that first. Then I would look at the PowerPoint. I would put it in edit mode, and then I would watch these videos of me explaining the PowerPoint, and you can take notes on that. Okay, that's how I would do it. I would read the Smith chapter on Hinduism first, then I would open up this PowerPoint, then I would watch the videos explaining the PowerPoint and take notes. Then there are several assignments. Here's a Vedism one, here's an Agori one, and then at the end of each section, you will have to do the Novak book, which are primary readings from each religion. And then I'm going to say, hey, read the Hinduism chapter in Novak, and then here's the assignment for that. Then I will have for each religion a set of terms that you should define. You're not graded on these terms. This is just like a study guide that I'm giving you. But it'll be helpful if you write all of these out and explain them in complete sentences for yourself, for your own behalf. post it, help each other define these things. If you notice that something's wrong, fix it, and then that study guide should be fine for the tests. And so these won't open until the time of the test. Once the Hinduism test opens, or any of the tests that happen after this point, you will have 3 hours to take it. It's open book. You can use any of your notes, any of the PowerPoints, etc., but you only have 3 hours to do it. So I'm assuming that you will have all your information next to you, okay? And then, each succeeding religion will pretty much be the same thing. If you open up Buddhism, you have the PowerPoint, you have the PowerPoint videos. Once again, I would read the Buddhism chapter in Smith first. Then here's a link for the life of the Buddha. Here's an assignment on Buddhist meditation. It's just, hey, meditate and see how you feel. Here's an assignment on the Dalai Lama. Then we have the Novak chapter. You should read that and look at these specific things and submit. These Novak discussions, by the way, are graded. Then the terms for you to study, and then, of course, the test. Okay, so each religion is pretty much like that. There is no final exam. There's no midterm. It's just each folder will have a test at the end of that. Once you complete it, you're done. Okay, you're not going to have a cumulative final exam at the end. If you have any questions about this, everything should be pretty clear. Everything should be on the left-hand column of Blackboard when you come in. Announcements will be posted first. The syllabus is already here, but it's linked not only on the announcements here, but also under course content. There's a little description of your instructor, but really the thing to do is pay very close attention to the syllabus, making sure you know when all the deadlines are, and then pay very close attention to course content. Basically clicking on it and working your way down to each of these folders. And then you should be great. I look forward to teaching you. I really look forward to reading about you in the, your introductory discussions. And I will see you later, or hopefully speak to several of you during this semester. Okay, bye.